Well, here we are, Thoughts from the Office, Rednecks Pride Outdoors. Um, it's cold morning. Well, it's not cold, but it's nice. It's right around 29 degrees, maybe 30 degrees, and I'm out doing, checking a couple predator jobs. What I do a lot of times on a predator job is I will get out in the mornings and just throw off some uh, predator calls. Um, I do that a lot. I just get things worked up just a little bit, and sometimes I find when I do that in a certain area, when I come back the next day, I have a fox or something like that in the trap. Now, whether that's a reality factor, doing it now and then them remembering it tonight, I don't know that, but it makes me feel good anyhow. But the real reason for this video is we're in New Jersey's predator calling season, and we're partway through it. It's February, first week of February, so the season came in January 1st for night and daytime calling, and a lot of boys and girls have been out there calling day and night. Okay, some of us we could start calling in November, and we have been, but for the most part, most folks started January 1st, and here it is, first week of February. We can go to March 15th, so we're midway through, but in reality, we're late season predator calling right now. And one of the things that the many of the callers notice is that the critters are getting onto the e-callers, the same sounds being played over and over and over again. And they're still killing animals, don't get me wrong. They're still doing it. But when you get into situations, especially like with the gray fox that live in a small area, or same places being called over and over and over again, they start to get whatever you want to call that towards e-callers or whatever. And this is where, from this point on, we will start to really go harder with mouth calls than the e-calls. I also incorporate many times a mouth call with my e-caller. Okay, especially when we're dealing with gray foxes during the day, just at that last light or that first morning, I put the e-caller out in front of me where I want him to go. That's the predominant call. But then I do a little bit of mouth calling also to kind of confuse that gray, to try to get him to step out of that thick stuff, because we're calling really, really thick stuff for the grays during the day. Okay, so mouth call. This is our fur ball. Okay, it's a mid-tone, if you will. I really like this one. I can get different types of sounds. I can get up to the normal predator calling type lower pitch sounds, like a low key, like an adult cottontail, or even a jackrabbit if I want to. But I can also take it up and do bird chirps with it, or if I need to, I can sound like an adolescent's turkey in bad shape. It's a diaphragm. You can do that. It's got a few little cuts in there. You probably can't see it, but it's a nice little call. All right. So we change up to mouth calls in the late season to throw a curveball at them a little bit. All right. Boy, snow geese, you probably can't hear them, but the snow geese finally moving in on us. But let me walk back here and give a few little notes on this thing and see what it sounds like for you. Well, I tried to mix it up just a little bit and let you hear what it can do. You're probably a better caller than me, so you could do a whole bunch more. Thoughts from the office. Rednecks Pride Outdoors. Furball.